Timestamp October. Hey, guys, calm down. October 28th, 2025. It's about 8:30 a.m. Um, taking a quasi break in that I'm going to open a couple. What should be, I think. Yeah, guys, get out of my way. Doctor Who things. Oh, wow, I was up close. Sorry about that. Can AI do that? Don't answer that. Got a friend that's told me about some of the things that he's been doing on AI, and I'm considering calling him Joaquim. Computer, can you change your voice to be more like Scarlett Johansson's voice? Oh. Yeah, from a whatever voice you want to assign to your computer or whatnot, AI, because that day will come. I think I would want mine to sound like Gabrielle Anwar from like the first season of Burn Notice, when she was any of those times she was pouring on more of the light Irish accent. Just a very pleasant voice. So this will give you an idea. I did open a smaller pack that I got. I've got another couple of these. I've got another one single loose on order. This is, if you watch the recent Doctor Who, there was a thing with Sutekh going on. From the original Pyramids of Mars, which was a Tom Baker, Sarah Jane. That's when he originally dealt with Sutekh. These are what some of the mummies look like. Which, from a BBC Monster of the Week kind of budget, but there's a nostalgic coolness to them too. And they're very slow moving, and I've got another one of those loose on the way. And this is one of the most entertaining and bizarre boxes, which is definitely the larger box they cut down to make work, which I've done that before, I get it. Now, on some of the other stuff that we were talking about earlier. So I looked into, that was almost a thumb. Remember your safe warehouse training here. Looked into the I'll pull this out first. This cost me about $100. So this is going to wind up on the Doctor Who shelf eventually. Initially, I'm going to set up a Centauran invasion of sorts. Yep, it'll be fun. But yeah, this is they call them the Guardian style mummies. So we got Sutekh with the jackal face thing going on there. You can see that, because the Sutekh kind of has two different looks in the original series in the Pyramids of Mars, and this has the the like Mars Collector series, Mars Collector set. So I could definitely utilize some of the guts of this for diorama purposes. It's cardstock, but it's a thick cardstock, and it's got like a rock thing going on. So I'll probably carefully extract that because, yeah. But yeah, no, I found this for about 100, which obviously, you know, not a cheap thing, but there were a lot of other vendors that had the same thing for way more. And ordering from the UK, because there are people over there that had it too, they typically get a lot of the good Doctor Who toys first because the shipping is expensive, and then I've been hit with impact fees quite a few times, just even ordering a couple of figures, spending $20-30 on figures, and I'm getting hit with an additional, the shipping might be $20 and then an additional $5 or $10 or $15 impact fee, and it's like, because of tariffs. Thanks. I'm just a simple guy. Don't do that. It's unnecessary. Stupid. So, I'm trying to figure out if this was loose or not, because the picture just showed it's still in box. Okay. The good thing about getting stuff in box, obviously, well, maybe not obviously if you don't really do this sort of thing, is you're more guaranteed to get all the goodies that it would normally come with. Because sometimes when you buy it loose and they say complete, it's not actually complete. You're still missing a little prop here, a little prop there. Oh, look at you. I paid about 100 for this one too. It's not working out the way I was hoping it would. Oh, that's what hit me in the leg. Hi, Hex. So, oh, look at you. This is for the Priory. So this is more the Manor House side of it. Okay, so you're calling the other Sutekh the masked Sutekh. So it's basically the same figure, but basically with a different head. And he's got more of the traditional non-Jackal mask figure going on. Comes with Scarman, very tragic character, and some of the set pieces, which is pretty much the picture you're going to get. Okay. Includes the lenticular sarcophagus and constructible Osirian war rocket scenic display, 2 canopic jars, the masked Sutekh, the Marcus Scarman figure. So, you know, some of the goodies that go along with it. That's pretty cool. Because from what, there we go. There's a picture of it on the side. Try and get it without the glare. Looks like it opens and it has the, like, lenticular prismatic thing going on when the tunnel is open. Again, if you know, you know. This is considered one of the better Doctor Who episodes of all time, honestly. You know, you hear the same ones come up, especially Fourth Doctor. There's a lot of Fourth Doctor episodes, Tom Baker, that are regarded as some of the best that ever been, you know. You'll hear Genesis of the Daleks, Pyramids of Mars. Sometimes, and I agree, Robots of Death gets put on the list. You know. So, definitely doing a Centauran invasion initially, and then I'll probably break those out and do a SUTEC storyline in the diorama. It'll be fun. And again, I have the 2 mummies that come with that one set. I got one loose already, and I have another loose one on the way. I'm not sure when it's going to get here. So I'll have 4 of these guys crawling around, which, cool. And there is a regular gray one without the gold, and I think I might have one of those coming in. That apparently is a little bit hard yet, which hurts my feelings, but it is what it is. What's your movement like? Do these actually move? Not sure that your arms move. Okay, let's not force it. Leg movement, very limited movement, it looks like. But these things are slow moving. They're just indestructible and scary. Kind of that whole faceless dread. So, on the other subject, looking into the BiPAP, I don't know if my mom misunderstood the price or if she was... Here's the thing. She had told me that even with the insurance it was going to cost her $17,000 to get a BiPAP, which is a device that will pump out, it pumps oxygen in to push CO2 out. And my wife and I both were like, ooh, $17,000. Here's the thing though. I'm wondering if that was part of, there's no other way around it, a gaslighting campaign from my mom because she just didn't want to get it. And the reason we even thought that then, when we found out about it 2 years ago, not knowing that they had prescribed it almost 6 years ago, was we know their finances. $17,000 is a lot of money, and I acknowledge that, because that's not a check that I could necessarily comfortably write right now either. That would... Could I scrape it together? Maybe. Maybe. That would be hard. At the time, my mom could have written that check and it would have gone through. It would have gone through. Because she told us about this like 1.5 years, 2 years ago, that, you know, this is what they were saying, and oh my God, isn't that a lot of money? I can't do it. And we were sitting back on the other side of that phone call and thinking to ourselves, no, you actually could do it. You could do it. So why aren't you? So we had already begun to wonder if the I can't get one, it's too expensive thing was part of a I don't want to get one, therefore I'm going to come up with a reason that will seem very reasonable to you as to why I'm not going to do it. But I think she was forgetting that we know your finances. You could cut that check. You could. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. Looking into getting a BiPAP for my own preservation, frankly. I don't know that I need one yet, and the docs 1 year ago didn't say you should get this, but it has been mentioned by some of the medical muckety-mucks that getting one wouldn't be bad. You're not critical to where you should get this now, or you should have gotten this last week, but it is one of those, you know what, this would actually help you. You could. So looking them up online, and unless the one that they were trying to sell her was the industrial version, I can get one for $1,000 or $2,000. So I don't know if she was hearing $1,700 and thinking $17,000, or if she was just lying to me. I'm not sure. I don't know. So, based on that new information, and it looks like I can order one. I found a couple commercial sites that have them, and it doesn't seem like I need a prescription to get one. That was my other fear, was that, it's a prescription-only medical device. Doesn't appear to be. Um, Sometime probably before the end of the year, getting one. So, that was it. Just a quickie. Make it a great day.